am Kevin M. Reyes, and for today my topic to be discussed is all about learning style. What are the learning styles? What are the types of learning style? So first of all, what is learning style and what is the definition and meaning of learning style? So learning style are important for teachers and students like to understand. Teachers who understand learning style are able to help different kinds of students thrive in their classroom, using unique strategies, activities, and assignments to cater all different kinds of learners. So in learning styles has three types. So what is that? The first one is visual, which is through seeing, and the second one is auditory, which is using hearing, through hearing, and the last one is kinesthetic, is through physical or feeling. So the main learning style are auditory, visual, and kinesthetic or tactile, and sometimes reading and writing. While everyone will likely use all this learning style in their education, most students have a certain learning style that comes more easily to them. Teachers can identify the different types of learning style their students utilize most, and then cater activities in classroom learning to help a wide variety of students learn and grow. Ultimately, teachers want their students to thrive in the classroom, in understanding learning styles and how to incorporate them into a classroom is key for that success. So first, we must discuss visual. Okay, visual learning. What is visual learning? So, we process information in three ways. Okay, so ito yung tatlo. Seeing, hearing, and doing. So, your preferred learning style is one you see, is one you use the most. Visual learners. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng visual learners? Auditory learners. Tactile learners. So, what does it mean? First is visual learners. Prepare to see information such as graphics, chart, and PowerPoints. So sometimes, inside the classroom, meron talagang mga estudyante na mas mabilis silang matuto through graphics pictures. Once na yung teacher nagpapakita ng picture during his or her discussion, yung isang estudyante na mas mabilis niya makatch up or magigits or mas comfortable siya na makikinig or makukuha niya talaga yung ibig sabihin ng dinidiscuss ng kanyang teacher. Or meaning to say, yung isang teacher kapag magaling, alam niya kung ano yung gagamitin niyang strategy para makuha niya yung attention ng isang estudyante. Kasi yung isang estudyante, mayroong different types of learning. Kasi yung iba magaling sa visual, yung iba auditory, yung iba is tactile. Okay, so that's visualize what they hear. Okay, kung ano yung naririnig nila. Can become distracted to lectures when visual aids are not used. So, ano ba yung mga benefits ng visual learners may benefit from? Okay, visiting textbook online, companion sites, bringing PowerPoint presentation to class, and taking notes alongside them. Reading the chapter ahead of time and taking notes while reading. Taking notes during class and revising them as soon as possible after class. Color coding main ideas and subtopics. Creating study aids such as note cards, drawing diagrams, making charts. So, yun yung benefits ng visual, auditory, visual learning. Okay, so ito naman yung pangalawa, yung auditory. So, what is auditory? So, babalikan muna natin yung ibig sabihin ng visual learning kanina para mas maintindihan. Visual learning is a type of learning style in which students prepare to use image. graphics, colors, and maps to communicate ideas and tools. So, ibig sabihin, yung isang estudyante, once na gumagamit siya ng ganito yung kanyang estilo ng pagkatuto, through picture, mas madali niyang catch up, mas madali niyang marirecall kung ano yung kung ano yung napag-aralan niya. Diba? So, visual learner must see information in order to learn it. These learners are likely to have a photographic memory and may use color, tone, and brightness to recall information. In class, visual learners will benefit from seeing diagrams drawn out, for example, on a chalkboard and slideshows. Okay, so visual learning refers to a mode of learning where students rely on graphic aids to remember and learn material. So, yan yung sinasabi ko. Once na visual learners, yung isang estudyante is madali niyang marirecall through seeing kung ano yung nakikita niya. Once na may makita siyang charts, graphics, or anything, pictures na magre-recall sa kanya. So, doon niya mas madaling maintindihan or makuha yung ibig sabihin. Kunyari, yung isang teacher, alam niya na dito magaling isang estudyante. So, gumamit siya ng strategy para mas madaling maintindihan ng isang estudyante yung kanyang lesson or topic na ni-discuss sa isang estudyante. Okay, so dito na tayo sa auditory learners. So, ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng auditory learners or auditory learning? What is auditory learning? Prepare to hear information out loud. Prepare lecture-style classes. May not needed extensive notes. May read aloud. Okay, so yun yung ibig sabihin yun yung part ng auditory learning or auditory learners. So, what is auditory learners nga ba? Means that the student learns most effectively by listening. They would prepare listening to a lecture over reading a textbook or hearing the instruction for a project instead of figuring it out hands-on. For example, a visual learner will want to see an example of the project, while someone who has an auditory focus will prepare to hear about the project. And kinesthetic learner wants to try it out for themselves, different from the visual learners in the auditory focus learner. There's not right or wrong learning style. Visual isn't better than the kinesthetic learning style or vice versa. What's important is to understand learning strategies and study tips that can help you in a classroom environment. So, ano nga ba yung mga benefit ng auditory learners? Lecture style class, study groups in order to hear other discuss concepts, taping lectures and listening to them after class, reading aloud. Okay, so dito na tayo magpo-proceed sa tactile or kinesthetic learners. So, ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng tactile kinesthetic learners na to? What is kinesthetic or tactic learning? Or tactic or kinesthetic learners? Prepare to take interactive classes. Learn through experience in physical activity. Okay, so I will give you the meaning or what does it mean, the kinesthetic learners, para maintindihan natin kung ano ibig sabihin ng tactile learners na to. Learners need to physically touch or try something in order to learn the concept best. This type is often called multisensory learning because tactile learners hear or see to learn, and then complete their learning by trying it out themselves. This is very different from auditory and visual learning, where learners need to see or hear instruction in order to learn it. Kinesthetic is hands-on, focused primarily on a learner trying for themselves as an avenue to learning. So, cheating charts, diagrams and graphs, taking notes, making flashcards, transcribing handwrites, writing notes into the computer, completing practice problems when applicable, participating in demonstrations such as labs and groups presentation. Applying your prepared learn style to lecture classes. Visual and tactile learners should take detailed notes during a lecture. Okay, so it must be detailed talaga during lecture. Tactile learners may also benefit from rewriting, typing notes, or making flashcards. Auditory learners who prepare lecture classes should work on strengthening their visual and tactile skills by taking notes. Applying your prepared learning style to visual presentation. Tactile and auditory learners may benefit by sitting in the front of the class. They should also take notes during the presentation and soon after class make additions to class notes. Auditory learners may benefit from study groups to reinforce information that was delivered through visual presentation. Tactile learners could recreate visual as a way to connect with new material. Applying your prepared learning style to labs works well for tactile learners. Visual and auditory learners can enhance their abilities by taking notes on class procedures and using lab time for additional practice. Build your skills across the learning style. Maximize your learning style. Practice skills that do not come easily to you. Try new things and new ways to learn. Use multiple modalities to enhance learning. Okay, that's I'll summarize my topic for today about the learning style. So the learning style has three types: the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic or tactile. So yun yung mga style ng isang learner na kung saan kailangang alamin ng isang teacher, or it must to know the strategy or the style of the student on how to learn or gain more efficiency. Di ba? So isang estudyante kapag yan yung style niya or yun yung strategy niya para mas mabilis siyang makakaintindi sa isang topic o sa discussion niya, mas mabilis siyang makatch up. So yung as a teacher, kailangan mong alamin yung strategy or learning style ng isang estudyante para mas mabilis siyang makatch up during nagdi-discuss ka, para makuha, para maintindihan niya kung ano yung kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng report mo, kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng lesson mo. Kasi may mga estudyante na ganyan talaga yung style nila, mabilis silang matuto during kapag may nakikita silang mga pictures, 'di ba? May mga estudyante naman na magaling sila sa listening, yung pakikinig. Tapos yung ibang estudyante naman magaling din naman sa yung through physical. For example, inside the classroom, magkaroon ng mga activities, group activities, no? So, yung ginagamit nila is mas mabilis nilang marirecall kapag naalala through, kunyari, iba, through sign of hands. Kasi may mga ganung style na mas nare-recall nila yung napag-aralan nila. Kasi may mga estudyante din naman na mas magaling sa pictures, may makita silang mga graphs, din yung mga estudyante naman na may magaling sa pakikinig. So, yan yung pinagkaiba ng tatlo. So, as a teachers, kailangan mong alamin yung isang estudyante kung ano ba yung learning style na meron siya. Kasi once na hindi mo alam, nagle-lecture ka lang na hindi naman nila naiintindihan, so magkakaroon talaga ng conflict dyan between student and the teachers, kasi yung interaction nila is hindi maganda. So as a teacher, kailangan flexible ka, kailangan multitask ka, alam mo yung gagawin mo, alam mo yung strategy mo na magiging suitable doon sa estudyante para magkakaroon ng interaction between the teachers and the student at yung lesson ay maintindihan ng isang estudyante. So that's all my report, and thank you for listening. God bless.